Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great today. Today, we are going to look at all of the four endings of Mass Effect Legendary. And for this, I brought out the Clone Shepherd yet again. Because my real Shepherd had her ending already, so now we are exploring what the rest of the opportunities are. Anyway, let's get into it.
Your time is at an end. You must decide.
No. I'm gonna end this war on my terms.
Then you will die knowing that you failed to save everything you fought for.
I fight for freedom. Mine and everyone's.
Okay, so you could say that. That's interesting. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize that you could just not pick any of the three and do it your own way. So this is curious to see.
I fight for the right to choose our own fate. And if I die, I'll die knowing that I did everything I could to stop you. And I'll die free.
I'll die free. That voice changed.
The cycle continues.
If you're hearing this, then there is still hope.
This is Liara's
Hope
data
that
box.
you can avoid the same mistakes we made. We fought the Reapers, but we failed to stop them. We did everything we could. We built the Crucible, but it didn't work. We fought as a united galaxy, but it wasn't enough. I only hope the information in this capsule is enough to help you before it's too late. My name is Dr. Liara T'Soni. Herein lies the recounting of our war with the Reapers.
So we become the new Protheans for the future races in this case. That is interesting. I don't think I will ever be able to pick that as an ending in good conscience, just because we tried so hard to make everyone survive, and in the end, we just choose to continue fighting the Reapers. And of course they will win. They are infinitely, well, not infinitely, but immensely powerful. And there's only so many of us, and we've given them a good deal of resistance, that's for sure, but there's still so many of them that there is absolutely no way that we can possibly win on normal terms. You know what I mean? But it's interesting to see, and I wonder if there's going to be a post-credits scene here, so let's check it out.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like, but yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
Is that an Asari?
And that's why we have peace.
Yes, without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
What else do we know about the Shepherd?
Just what we have in the archives. But I've only told you a few of the stories.
Can you tell me another one? Please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Okay, it looked and sounded like an Asari, but it wouldn't make sense. Because if the cycle continued, all the Asari should be harvested, right? So that must have been someone else. And I mean, the child was sounding like it was male, so Asari couldn't have had him. I wish we got a close-up on whatever kind of races those were. That would have been interesting to see. But also, I'm really glad that Liara's archives survived enough to provide more information for the future people. I suppose that ending is not all bleak, but pretty bleak. So I just watched the Destroy ending all over again just to see if the video that I'm currently watching would have anything different from the way that mine ended. And it didn't, even to the point of Shepard taking his or her breath at the very end. I don't know how to feel about that ending. I feel like in the way that I'm thinking about it, as in the AIs are inactive after all of the Reaper technology has been destroyed. But we still have the technology, we still have the knowledge, so we can go back to it. And I might be pretty foolish in the way that I'm thinking about it, but this is the way that I'm choosing to go about it. And this is the way that it's going to stay in my mind. So it is incredibly sad that we saved the Geth, or made peace with the Geth, and then they had to be destroyed in the ending that we picked for our current Shepard. And any AI that we manage to rebuild is not going to be them, and it's not going to have Legion with them anymore. I think that is the saddest part to me. I still think that things can be restored, but the fact that whatever the new EDI is going to be is not going to be the EDI that we know, or whatever the new Geth are going to be, they are not going to have part of Legion with them. It might be more of a bitter ending versus the bittersweet that I used to think about. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what the other ones are. I think we have 2 left, so let's continue. So this is the control. I think. It looks like control. So we get burnt, basically, by the current. Get up, Shepard. This is your last effort. Oh my god.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, listen. We have to go. Damn
I think Joker refusing to give up hope is always going to get me. It is interesting to see that people are cheering, even though in their minds there's no way that they would know what is happening. I feel like if I was in that situation and I saw Reapers leaving, I would basically assume the worst, that there's going to be some sort of a massive attack coming instead of, hey, we won. So that is a bit curious. Cheering when they all died, though, that makes sense. So do the relays still get destroyed with this ending? Since we didn't really get rid of the Reaper technology here, right? Logically speaking, they are being very optimistic. Does that make sense? Am I the only one who is being so negative about this? I would not believe that they would just give up all of a sudden based on everything else that I know. So in this one, Shepard got burnt by the electric current. So I can't imagine that there's any chance of survival. Does EDI survive in this case? I guess we don't know. I don't see her coming out. Can she die? In general?
Eternal. Infinite.
It's Shepard talking.
Immortal. The man I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of his sacrifice. Through his death,
What are they
I
doing?
was created. Through my birth, his thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason, direction. Just as he gave direction to the ones who followed him. The ones who helped him achieve his purpose.
Okay.
Now my purpose.
So, Shepard technically still exists, but it's not really Shepard? Not the same Shepard, I guess?
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future. The man I was knew that he could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy.
The Geth are alive.
I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities. I will protect and sustain.
The Citadel
I will
is
act
not
as guardian
damaged,
for the many.
so the relays might be intact as well.
And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves. So that the many could survive.
That was a very long pause. Okay, so we don't know the status of EDI because I haven't seen her. Is she somewhere on the board? No, she's not. So I don't know what happened. Where is EDI in this situation? Oh, there she is. Okay, there she is. Never mind.
And I will watch over the ones who live on.
So
Those who
Shepard
carry the
became
memory of the man I once was.
sort of a god? In
The
this
man who
case?
gave up his life to become the one who could save the many.
And it looked like the Reapers were helping rebuild, which is interesting. So they're helping rebuild, and they also hold the memories of all the previous civilizations that they have harvested. So besides the fact that we don't know if they would be controlled forever, this is, I guess, an optimistic ending, I guess? I don't know. I still don't like it. I don't like the idea of trying to control them.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet,
What will be there?
anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
I have to say that I wish in any of the endings it was mentioned about whatever happened to the Rachni. Because they were not a huge, but a pretty big part of at least 2 games. And we never really hear about what happened to them. I know that they were collaborating with us to, build the Crucible and everything, but in any of the endings so far, I did not see any mention of what happened to them, where they went, what their status is. I know they would not be destroyed by the Destroy ending, because they are organic, they're not synthetic. But still, we see mention of every other race, but nothing about the Rachni. So, I wish that existed. I don't see that it does, and I'm a little bit sad about it. But let's move on to the next one. Full on run. Right into the beam. Whew. Oh, so we just get disintegrated. That's great. So, in this case, do we basically do the same thing as Legion did?
All fleets.
We are...
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat,
We are...
disengage and get the hell out of here.
Sorry. We are
Listen, we...
destroying ourselves and adding us to everyone else. It's kind of a noble gesture, honestly, I think. Okay. What happened? Yikes. Okay, they didn't cheer. What's it gonna do? So in the case with that husk, feel like that person was a little too quick to just not be alarmed by their presence, but at the same time, if we're talking about a complete melding of the synthetic and organic minds, they could have, I suppose, understood each other inherently? Okay, I can buy that. Do you guys think they understood what happened as it happened? And clearly they can see each other and then they're different. Oh, look, the plants are kind of different too. That's interesting. So, now that we are part synthetic, part organic, does that mean the Joker can, I don't know, replace his bone structure without any detriment to his health? Oh my god. What is this?
I
Oh,
am
DNA.
alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before. As a galaxy, we can now live the lives we have wished for.
Oh no. That is so
Taking our
sweet.
first steps into a new and wonderful future, where organics and synthetics can coexist peacefully. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge. to recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it. We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself to reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine. And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost.
Hearing Edie talking about imagining something that she probably never even considered is very heartwarming. Also, that "I am alive" line right at the start. Ooh, that held weight.
No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible. And we will remember Shepard. Because of him, I am alive. And I am not alone.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
All right, so interesting ramifications of the last ending. So I'm assuming that Joker's disease can be fully rebuilt or repaired. I don't know. Cured, whatever you want to call that at this point. And I'm assuming also that the Ardat Yakshi situation is probably solvable at this point, just because of all sorts of technology being available and everyone being part synthetic. So why wouldn't you be able to fix this one defect of the brain? And third, I cannot get over Edie in this ending. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but her entire voice and demeanor changed once she started talking. She was obviously pretty robotic, and her delivery was like very deadpan. But in the ending, as she was speaking, it was entirely different. It was as if, I don't know, I was talking about it with my voice breaking. So, I think, I'm pretty certain that the next time I play, I will have to pick this ending, because even though I still don't really understand this whole it can't be forced, but we are still doing it situation, I think this is probably the best outcome that is out there. Because, like the kid said, the melding of organics and synthetics is the ultimate goal. So if we can do it now, why wouldn't we, essentially? There are other things to consider as well, and something that worries me a little bit, because Edie said something about we could transcend mortality, and that honestly is a concern. I feel like as much as it sucks, death is a very valuable part of the life cycle, because if you've been alive for a number of years, you have your own beliefs and ideas that the next generation may not. So if you don't have the next generation per se, because if you just, continue living indefinitely, would you even consider starting the next generation? That's one. And the two is, are you able to change and adapt as the times move on? Because your worldview is probably great, but it may not be as great in the next 100 years. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's just, I might be thinking about it in very much a sense of our reality in general, which Mass Effect is not. It's a whole different world. They have their own problems and solutions, which we don't necessarily consider. But yeah, the immortality part, it sounds awesome. I think it can be problematic, but I'm sure they will be able to work it out. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I do want to check out one other thing before we wrap this up. There's apparently this mod that changes all of the endings completely. Well, it basically dismisses all of the current endings and has its own, so I want to watch that as well. All right, here we go. I found it.
There. Earth. I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's so perfect.
It's perfect while being ravaged by Reapers. Oh, elusive man.
This is it, everyone. The alarms are opening. All fleets, protect the Crucible.
Yes, please.
Hold on just a few more seconds. That's it. The
Okay, so far it's about the same, besides the Elusive Man line.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
Think you earned a rest. Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You ever wonder how things would have been different? How our lives would be different if this hadn't happened?
Sure.
I never had a family, Shepard. Never had children.
There'll be time enough for that now.
I think that ship has sailed. What about you? Ever think about settling down?
Yeah. I like the sound of that. Not sure I'd be much good at it, though.
That was my thoughts
I think
exactly.
you'd make a great mother.
I don't think so. I don't think Shepard would make a great mother.
Think how proud your kids would be. Telling everyone their mom is Commander Shepard.
I don't know about that. Not everything I've done is something to be proud of.
Come here.
It's true.
I'm proud of you. You did good, child. You did good.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Anderson.
can you guys imagine the pressure those kids would be under if their mother is Commander Shepard? Does it mean they're dead? If they're showing them like that?
All fleets. The Crucible is armed. Disengage and
Okay,
head to
okay,
the
good.
rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Look, I know. But we have to. Damn it.
So, we are just at the Citadel right now? The light is golden this time. So, okay, yes, okay. They do get destroyed. I got you. See, cheering makes sense in this case when you see Reapers fall, doesn't it? Okay. So Reapers get destroyed. And I'm assuming the relays as well, in this case? Or severely damaged as it was put before. I am glad to see them go. I really am. So, how did Normandy crash necessarily? Did the wave actually reach it so that caused the engines to fail and then basically crash landing on just a random nearby planet, or what happened?
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization, on every world.
I'm sorry, Kasumi.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win.
I just love seeing that little tiny Krogan baby. I don't think it makes sense entirely based on everything else that we've learned about Krogan and how they reproduce, but it's so cute.
This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army.
The guests
or even
survive!
a single species.
That's awesome!
If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together.
Are those
And if we can
Quarians
put down our
without
grievances long enough to stop
their
something
masks?
as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated.
Did I miss that
It
before?
will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed.
That was my thinking in my ending.
Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together, we can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside
I will miss you,
us.
Legion.
A future that many will never
And you,
see.
Morden. And Thane, too.
Commander!
Keep looking.
Shepard! Over here.
I love that they are looking for Shepard. That makes so much more sense.
Oh my god.
It really bugged me in the Destroy ending that there was no one looking for Shepard whatsoever. Et Astra Peraspera? It's something about stars. My Latin is pretty rusty, I'm sorry. I love seeing all of them together. I'm sorry, Anderson. You deserve to live. Controversial take, but Anderson deserved to live more than Shepard did.
And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together.
Okay, I changed my mind. I changed my mind entirely. I think the next time I play, this mod is going to be in place. I have no problem with this ending. I had questions about the synthesis, even though I like it. I think this one is great. Because, okay, in my mind, and in the way that this ending is presented, I feel like things that we do make more of an impact versus checking boxes, if that makes sense. It's like, I don't know if it's true for this ending, but I feel like since we've been collecting all of those war resources, they should have done something. And in my headcanon, and again, I don't know if that's true for this specific mod or not, if we collect enough, which we collected a hell of a lot, it should make it possible to keep the Geth and EDI. Because we have so much information and so much so many resources that we took the time to collect. So it should have an effect on how we are allowing the catalyst to affect the galaxy, essentially. You know what I mean? So, again, don't know if this is the case with this mod, but it would make sense that if we go above and beyond the bare minimum of war resources required to complete the game, we should be able to have the most peaceful resolution while still getting rid of the Reapers. Again, wishful thinking, sure. But I really, really like this ending. I think this might be my favorite. So, so ranking the endings in the way that I think about them, this one, this happy ending mod would be my top, and Synthesis, then Destroy, then Control, and the last one would be Rejection. I think that's what it's called. That was the essence of it anyway. Whew. Anyway, that was a journey through the endings, and an emotional one too. I honestly did not expect to get as emotional as I did. It was not quite comparable to my own ending journey, but still brought me to tears multiple times. So I'm glad I saw all of them. So now I have a better idea on what they represent, because the Catalyst's description was decent, but it wasn't really explaining what they necessarily entail. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is not typically the type of content that I put out on this channel, but I thought it was a good one, and I hope you liked watching it. If you did like it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you in the next game. Or maybe, and potentially, we can interject with some other Mass Effect reaction videos, because there are a number of videos that I've seen pop up on my front page that seem like something fun. So if you want to see something more like this or similar, please let me know down in the comments, and I would gladly take a look. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.